Hi, I'm Captain Brian Fancher with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report. There's been a lot of wind going on, and it's really churned up the waters of Baffin Bay. There's a lot of brown water in there, but you can find some clear water mixed in there. Don't be discouraged by the brown. I've been finding a lot of fish in this area between Penascal here and the other end of Penascal. There's a reef that runs right out this area, and if you get inside this reef and drift upwards up into Baffin, we've been finding a lot of redfish running in there. The redfish are in about 1.5 feet of water, and I'm like catching them right now on a gold spoon or a jig head with a sand eel on there, or my favorite method right now is a weedlessly rigged jerk shad. Now, be mindful to target these rocks right along here. There's a cabin in this area right here, and between the point of this reef and that cabin is where I found most of the reds running. Now, if you're looking for trout, right outside this main bar here, there's a deep section of water. It drops off to about 5 foot deep, and there's been some trout sitting in there, and what I'm using is croaker. I'm trying to find the smallest ones I can right now, which is hard this time of year, but free line the croaker out there in that deep water and you'll find some trout. Also, if you'll come up around Corrales, inside Corrales has been fairly protected. The watercolor's a little better up there, and there's still some real good schools of reds running real tight. They're again in about 1.5 foot of water. Your best bet is to get out and wade fish for them. They're pretty skittish, so that's a good method to sneak up on them. If you want to set a drift line up, come up here and then drift out off the bar this way. It's a very sandy bottom, hard packed, lots of grass, so it makes for a nice wade fishing area. Gold spoon is still my preferred method there. I found some trout in this little divot over here right off East Clayburg Point. There's a group of cabins out there and a lot of rocks. It's fairly deep water, generally about 8 foot, and then it'll run up right around in here. It'll run up to about 2 foot of water. So get on that drop off there, find a good grass line, throw your croaker up in there, or a paddle tail or something that will really attract the attention of the trout. With the off-colored water, make sure you use something dark. Badlands are still holding some intermittent trout in there and a pretty good supply of redfish. They're not as big as the ones over in Penascal, but when you get off the edge of the ditch, if you'll come up in this area, there's a big reef running right along here. It's about 2 foot deep, very muddy, soft bottom with a lot of rocks in there. But I'm throwing a gold spoon or a shrimp under a popping cork has seemed to work real well. With the southeast breeze, right here it'll blow you up into that area and you'll cover most of those rocks. There's cabins dotted along here, and there's a deep channel that cuts through there. When you get to that channel, just come back around and drift over those rocks again. You'll pick up a few reds and some decent sized trout. Now, if you'll make it down further south towards 9 Mile Hole or the graveyard, when you come in the main cut right here, by the airplane wing, there's some really pretty clear water running this end of it. Now the further south and west you go up in there, it gets shallower, but the water clarity is very clear, and there's some intermittent reds mixed in there. And I found quite a few trout. They're hanging deep in that grass. It's about 3 foot deep, and that's where you're going to find them. Now, if you come further back towards the north and to the northeast, it's very, very shallow out here, and it's predominantly sand. There's not much grass in there. There's going to be an area about 2 miles south of the entrance into here, in this area, where it goes from all sand to intermittent sand and grass. That's where you want to drift through there, and you'll want to find some big reds in there. Throw a gold spoon at them, and they'll rarely turn it down. We've seen some in the upwards of 45 inches caught this weekend out of there. So they're thick. Just look for the schools. Don't forget to go to TexasFishingTips.com to register for our weekly t-shirt and tackle giveaway. And Trolling Motor brought to you by Gulf Coast Marine. I'm Captain Brian Fancher, and thank you for watching.